Hello and welcome everybody to day 2 of the qualifier weekend. That's right. This is my first day 2 ever in a qualifier weekend, and we took Golgari mid-range, beating like 5 or 6 mono red decks in the process to make it to day 2. So now what does this mean? What are the stakes here? Well, number 1, it's going to be best of 3 standard. We have 2 losses to give. If we get to 6 wins, we qualify for the Arena Championship. And once you do, it is a small field tournament. Once you qualify, you have a chance to play in the World Championship. Additionally, you also can win up to $30,000 if you get first place. So that's a big game. So that's going to be pretty awesome if you can qualify for the Arena Championship. It's been a while since I played in any Pro Tour level event, so it would be really, really cool if we do well. Additionally, if we get 5 wins or 4 wins, it looks like you're automatically qualified for day 2 again for the next qualifier weekend, which is really, really nice. And then anything below that, if I pick up 1 win, it looks like I get qualified for day 1, but we're usually qualified for those anyways, just because we usually have a high enough mythic ranking to qualify for these day 1. So that's what we're going to be doing here. We are playing Golgari mid-range here. We made one small adjustment from yesterday. I added a second copy of Scavenging Ooze just because we've been playing against a lot of aggressive decks, and this card's never really horrible. And I put the Duress into the sideboard. That's basically all I did. I added a Scavenging Ooze to the main, and then I put the Duress into the sideboard, and then cut the Ghost Vacuum, because now that I've added the second Scavenging Ooze to the main, more or less, I kind of have the 2 Ghost Vacuums here in the main. But outside of that, everything else is the same. Let's enter here and see how we do. All right. Oh, I already forgot. I have to do this. Excuse my timing here. But before this round starts, I just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by tcgplayer.com. Check out tcgplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Click that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Additionally, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories, deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and more. heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Last but not least, if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. Shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all your support. All right, gonna keep this hand here. 3 lands. My opponent's on a double mulligan. Wow. We have a 2-drop, Anoint with Affliction, Sentinel. Very, very solid. Let's see what they're working with. All right, they are on the play, and they are playing... Guess what? To no one's surprise, a mono red deck, or whatever, mono red splash green, same thing. Emberheart Challenger, fair enough. And given that they have green mana, I'm just going to use my removal spell now, so that they don't Snakeskin Veil me out here. The only downside with Anoint with Affliction is it doesn't work really well with Scavenging Ooze. This is an incredible mulligan to 5, by the way. This is actually insane. I'm at 11 life right now. Like, what the heck? I'm going to play Sentinel here as it's my 3-drop, and it blocks everything that they have. So as long as they don't draw Monstrous Rage, we're okay. Or Witchstalker Frenzy. And then if 2 creatures trade here, I can play Scavenging Ooze and pump it a bunch, which is pretty nice. Archfiend of the Dross is also a pretty decent option, but let's see what they play. Let's say what they drew here. Okay, fair enough. Taking so much damage here. These are both going to be 2/3s. Which I think is fine. All right, we are at 5 life here, friends. 5 life. What do I want to do here? Screaming Nemesis is kind of problematic. There's only 1 creature in the graveyard here. I probably do want to kill one of these and play out a creature, because I want to kill this before I take the 1 damage off of the attacks. All right, let's exile one of these and play a... I'm going to play a Dread Knight here, just to protect myself against a removal spell on a Scavenging Ooze. And I will double block the Hired Claw here if they attack, because they could have a Monstrous Rage. and that makes it attack as a 6/7. Although I guess that would be really bad for me. All right, I go to 3 here. Wow. We're going to double block, as this can become a 3/4, and then I can play Scavenging Ooze to draw a bunch of cards. Now they have the choice. Do they want to pump up their Hired Claw, or do they want to... Because they can pump up the other Hired Claw. I don't know that I'm interested in activating this. Oh man, that would have been good out of the previous turn. Alright, let's play this and gain some life immediately. Alright, good. And then let's activate this on the Sentinel to try to get in for more damage if possible. I definitely don't want the 1 of Bronco in my deck. Let's attack. And I like Sentinel a lot against red just because it's got Vigilance. So we're at 5. That's a good number to be because we can't get Lightning Striked out. And there you go. Wow. Props to the opponent though. Mulligan to 5 and still almost killed me. That was really, really dangerous. Okay. Mono red, the throwback is much better just because 4 mana, 3/3 gain 4 life is actually just a good magic card in this matchup. But I'll bring in all of these anti-aggro cards here. Gix's Command, Harvester of Misery, just more removal. And probably just cut the duress. There's also Maelstrom Pulse. I actually, sometimes they have the Twisted Fealty. So maybe I do want to keep the duress, but it's weird because I like all my other cards. The green means they probably have Paw Patch Formation to kill my Archfiend of the Dross. But I feel like it's bad to board these outright. They're just such a good closer. All right, you know what? This is I'll just do the 1 duress. We'll do the 1 duress here, and I'll keep the Archfiends. But I'm not 100% on that plan just because of Twisted Fealty. Or actually, if they're playing green, they probably don't play the Fealty, and they probably play the Paw Patch Formation. In which case, maybe 2 duresses could likely work, but this is what I'm going for now. Interesting. They probably have some kind of... Well, you know what? I'm just going to go with Swamp and Pass. The reason why I'm not duressing here is there's a really good chance that they have a 2-drop here. They're not just going to keep a hand with no 1-drop, right? So they're probably going to play the Emberheart Challenger or a Manifold Mouse here. And then if they do, I can cut it down and then follow that up with Duress plus Llanowar Elves. So this is really interesting. They played this on the 2nd turn, right? So now I'm not gonna cut down. I'm gonna lead with Duress here because they probably have Snakeskin Veil. Oh, they just top decked it, I guess. Okay, well, we got the Urabrask Forge. That's nice. And then next turn, they're gonna play a Screaming Nemesis. That's unfortunate. Okay, I gotta play the Llanowar Elf then. The reason why I have to play the Llanowar Elf... I mean, it just gives me a lot more mana. The thing is, I'm just... Like... Unless they play the Manifold Mouse, but they're gonna wait on this as well. So they're gonna play the Nemesis here. The Choking Miasma will be good because they'll probably play the Manifold Mouse on the following turn. We're taking a bunch of damage here. I need a removal spell. Another nice thing is Choking Miasma plus Cutdown would work on the Screaming Nemesis, but we need another black source. Alright, there's the black source. God, this is so painful. So painful. The really bad part here with the Screaming Nemesis is the fact that I will not be able to gain life. But I can pay the kicker on this. Yeah, no, this is actually going to be great. I'm hoping that they just go land Manifold Mouse, and then what I can do is play Choking Miasma, pump my Mosswood Dread Knight, and then cut down the Screaming Nemesis. But they have, of course, 2 unknown cards in their hand. I mean, it just makes sense for them to play the Manifold Mouse here. Alright, this is great. This is actually very, very solid. Alright, so let's go green, black, black. Colorless. Pay the kicker. Boom. Cut down. Boom. All right. I'm not sure if I should have attacked with the Mosswood Dread Knight. Okay, I shouldn't have. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. That was really, really bad. Alright. Well, you know, they used all their mana. They used all their mana. But that was definitely not something that I should have done. I just took a gazillion damage for no reason. Well, we have a lot of ways to gain life here, so hopefully that's going to be enough here. The one downside is this is a green source that pains, so I don't actually get to net life gain here. Wow, why did I attack? Oh my gosh, that was so bad. Oh man. I keep doing this against mono red. It's weird. Sometimes I have games where I should have been more aggressive, like yesterday, and then there are other games where I should have definitely just held back. And especially with Rockface Village in play, I should know better because I'm going to win the late game here in most instances. Oh, I can actually gain life off the ooze, make a treasure off Fountain Port, and then gain another life. It looks like they have a burn spell, and they're just trying to decide what to do. Oh, I'm so scared. Alright, here we go. We'll just attack for 2. What you got? They must have a removal spell here. That's what it feels like, at least. You can definitely feel the tension on the opponent's side. They're like, oh man, I'm so close. I don't need to use this one. I can use that at any point. Okay. How do we want to do this? This gives us a green source. And I could make a food. And they couldn't kill me before. So I think that's what I want to do just because I feel like it net gains me more life. Well, no, that's not true because I can gain a bunch of life here. 1, 2, I can gain a ton of life. So why don't we just attack? I'm just playing this as conservatively as possible. This allows me to also keep up the Restless Cottage, which I think is pretty valuable. And this is another creature that I can have in play if they want to give something, if they want to give it haste, right? So. Okay. Okay. So what can they have, right? It's like Monstrous Rage, Witchstalker Frenzy. Monstrous Rage on this gives it, makes it into a 5/5. Black, black, green. Double block. I'm just trying to play around some crazy combination of combat tricks. Being at 4 is still fine here for the most part. They don't have the mana to kick a Burst Lightning here if that's what they have. And right now, they need to do something with the Hired Claw where it just dies. I mean, they can just pump it. I mean, that's not that strong, right? One of the best draws for me is just basic Forest. That would be one of the best draws, actually. What you got? Monstrous Rage. It was a Monstrous Rage. What else do you have? I'm really glad I went with the double block here. They have something else here too, it seems. Lightning Strike, maybe? Torch the tower. Oh, that exiles it, right? Okay, well, let's go ahead and just kill a creature. So that gets exiled. My land dies. Oh, they scried a card to the top. Okay. And how many creatures are in the yard? There's just so many, right? 3. There's 3, 4. Yeah, so I'm just gonna exile one of their things. It's life neutral, but it just pumps my Scavenging Ooze up, which I think is quite nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just don't think I can die with one card off the top when I'm at 7. So, even a Manifold Mouse doesn't do it. Yep. Oh! Emberheart Challenger into a Monstrous Rage does it. Whew! It was just a land. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I forgot about Emberheart Challenger. Okay. Well, at least, you know, the choking Miasma into Cutdown line really worked out well for us, so I'm very happy that we were able to pull that off and draw the Black Source. And of course, we now played against Mono Red deck number 6 over the course of this tournament. Let's keep this going. I'm really happy, by the way, that I added that second Scavenging Ooze. That worked out beautifully. Another 2-drop here. Yeah, I'm liking just playing some number of 2-drops. I see a lot of lists that actually cut a lot of the 2s just because they're like, I'm going to go from 1 to 3. It's like, well, you're not going to have Llanowar Elves in your opener every single game. So, still play at least 6 2-drops, I feel. But I've seen some decks play only 4. Bushwhack. Okay, so this is the Otter deck, which I don't think is a great matchup for me, but I'm the aggressor in this matchup. We'll just beat down and see what happens. I just don't have that much interaction. And I feel like I don't put on a fast enough clock. Roaring Furnace. Well, that's a dead Scavenging Ooze. Yeah, so in this instance, I'm running out the Sentinel here over the NX. We'll see what they choose to kill with the Roaring NX. Or Roaring Furnace, rather. Okay, fair enough. Yep. They have all the things. They have all of the things. So I should keep up Ooze for the Storm Chaser's talent. Play out the Unholy Annex. And then attack. Maybe things get a little bit better after sideboard when I have Duresses and such. But this is a pretty ideal start for them. Just lots of good plays here. We just need to hope that they don't find enough interaction in time for us to be able to kind of deal with what they're trying to do. Paw Patch Formation, okay. They might kill the Unholy Annex. Okay, fair enough. We're going to take 3 here. And I will... You know what? I'm actually just going to pump my creature. I just want to try to cut down on this clock here, potentially. Okay, good. Attack. I always need to leave at least 1 mana up for the Storm Chaser's talent, I feel. And I don't really... I have this cut down, I can use it, but I don't really care to. And then end of turn, I can either choose to grow my Ooze or keep beating down. It looks like this is going to be This Town Ain't Big Enough, which is really, really good card in their deck. Being able to bounce my creature and then cast Roaring Furnace again seems incredible. And then I don't even know what I'm supposed to kill. Like, do I just kill the Otter token just because they can storm off? Killing the trainers doesn't seem especially good. Interesting. Okay. This is at sorcery speed, right? All right. How do I want to do this? Oh, I played my land already. That's unfortunate. It's okay. I'm probably playing the Archfiend anyways. Let's see what they do. The only thing is they just don't have a bunch of mana, right? I'm surprised they didn't go for like a block. Oh, it's a Valley Flood Caller. Oh, I see. And they have 2 cards in hand? Okay. Alright, we'll see. I mean, this is the turn certainly where they can just go off and kill me. That's really interesting. They have 1 card in hand. They play their land for the turn, so they can't actually activate this. So I think I'm just going to try to cut down the Flood Caller and see what they do. I mean, they have 1 card, right? So... Sure. Am I dead? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If they drew another 1-mana spell, I think I die. 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I need to block here. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Well, I get to just play Archfiend of the Dross and attack, right? That seems pretty good. It seems like my best option, and they have to block. And they... Oh, they only take 2! They only take 2. Oh, no, this is still fine. This is still fine. Attack. They block. They take 2, and then I play Unholy Annex. Woof. And I go to 1? Oh my gosh. How close is that? Woo! Wow. How close was that? Unreal. Okay. Well, this is definitely a matchup where I want the 4 Duresses. I think I want Terra Sunders. Do they play Enduring Vitality? I saw Sumless play it. Okay, can confirm Enduring Vitality. Gotta look up the list here. I'm not sure how good Liliana is in this matchup. I do like all the spot removal spells. Scavenging Ooze also seems fine as a way to eat some stuff in the graveyard. Yeah, all these other cards seem okay. These cards just seem a little bit too expensive. I don't really care about Gix's Command. Those are kind of what I'm looking at here. These all kill the Valley Flood Caller, which I think is important. I like the Duresses. I can't say I care too much for Archfiend of the Dross. I mean, all the demon stuff seems actually pretty bad. I wonder if I just cut all of it. I mean, I guess I can play a couple of these. The thing is, they can bounce my token, which is, like, quite bad. Yeah, let's play the Frillbacks. Alright, let's just cut the whole demon package. I don't know. I don't know if this is correct. But they're gonna probably have a lot of stuff for my demons. Like, they're gonna have Paw Patch formations, and they have bounce spells. So let's try to keep our curve lower and win that way. But, noting that Liliana might be bad just because they have a lot of random chump blockers that they can make. I have spot removal too, though. And it seems like they're trying to build up to critical. They just mull the 4. Excuse me. Still getting over a cold here. Apologize. My hand is terrible, though. But I mulliganed and I kept the 4-land 2-spell hand. So it is what it is, right? But hopefully we can beat a mull the 4. Okay. Hey, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Let's get Glissa in play. These can't block. I'm gonna attack. Draw some cards. Okay. Yeah, why don't we fire off a duress here? Complete with. But it's good to know what they have. And we do have the Terra Sunder for the Enduring Vitality. And I am interested in trying to end this game as quickly as possible. But the thing is, it's still terrifying that they have this Enduring Vitality. Storm Chaser's talent, sure. Yep. Getting back. Oh, wow. Alright. Alright. This is actually quite interesting. So I can kill the Otter and then kill the Storm Chaser's talent, which I think that's what I want to do. Or I can just attack with both. Otter blocks, and then I can play Liliana and make them discard one of those two cards. That also seems pretty good. And then if they ultimate this, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's actually better. I imagine Otter is going to chump block here. No. Okay. I don't want to deal with that, so let's kill it. I guess they can make 4 tokens. Or they can make a bunch of tokens here. Wow. Found a lot of lands there off of my treasures. So they have a Song of Totentans. We got the Enduring Vitality. They're kind of pressured into playing it though because I have this Liliana in play. Yep. They can kill the Liliana. I can just eat a rat, which is fine. Wait, hold on. What is this? Okay, they're all attacking Liliana. Sure. No, this is totally fine.
It's no fun when they hit back.
All right, let us continue attacking. Okay. Let's get another Sentinel in play. And I will pass. Passing now because I can actually crack the maps for cards with Fountain Port. Okay, Questing Druid, get you 2 cards. Up the Beanstalk and the Yavimaya Coast. They're scrapping away here. But I have a lethal attack here. They might need to just play Questing Druid here just to survive. But then I just kill it and then they're dead. The thing is, I don't see how they beat an attack with Restless Cottage and the 3 creatures here as well, right? I guess they're going to try to bluff something, but there's just no way they can stop all of that. So even this town ain't big enough, doesn't get it done, so. This should be it, unless there's some... You know what? I'm going to play it really careful. What else can they have? Floodpitch Drowner, I guess, is the other card. These can't block, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay! 2-0. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. I believe that is a bad matchup, or probably should be, but I'm not entirely sure. Let me know what you think about that matchup. Like, I just don't have enough disruption, I feel. I have some duresses. I have 1 main. And their deck's kind of slow, but I'm not sure. All right, 2-0. Happy with this start so far. All right, opponent on the play here. And we have... I guess I keep this. 2 lands on the draw with 3 removal spells and 2 Glissas. I don't think I can mulligan this. Any land, green or black source, will allow me to play the Glissa. And then if they're playing like a mono red deck, which almost everybody is, then the removal spells are obviously excellent. They could not be mono red. I don't know what else plays basic mountain turn 1 though. Alright. This is interesting. I'm going to pass. I just think there's a really high chance that they're just going to play another creature here. And if they don't, then I'm in really great shape. Alright, I'm going to go for the throw. I think casting Cut Down on this is very, very bad. Now I'm going to draw the card because I'm going to miss a land drop. Okay. Well, the thing is, I couldn't have done anything about this anyways, even if I did this last turn. But by doing this, I'm taking less damage. This is rough. Like, they probably have a removal spell, but I just got to start running out these Landwar Elves. And I missed my land drop, so these are definitely getting shocked or whatever. Or burst lightninged. The other alternative was to play the Dread Knight, but hey, look, if they're lightning striking my Landwar Elves, I still have 2 removal spells. We have so many lands in our deck. You know what I mean? It's just... If their game plan is to just use all their burn on my Landwar Elves, you know what? Then that means our Glissa will likely be really good. So... And I have the backup Glissa here too. Wow, they're keep in mind though, we're at 19 life, right? We're at 19 life. Okay, Manifold Mouse is great. Very good, in fact. Now this becomes a little more interesting with regards to what I should be looking to do. I can just cast all my removal spells, just because I have so many resources. I think I will. Actually, I can hold the Cut Down. Or I can hold the Go for the Throat. I just gotta use my mana, look, I know this I 2-for-1 myself, but I feel like, given my life total, I'm just feeling really good about this board position. Good double spell turn here. This way, if I draw a land next turn, I can go Archfiend plus Go for the Throat, which is very nice. Lightning Strike on Glissa, sure. You know what would be a good draw too? Scavenging Ooze. There's so many creatures in the yard right now. Oh my gosh, we drew it! I'm playing the Archfiend though. Scavenging Ooze is good backup though, I will say. From this point, I don't think they can win. I just don't think they can win. Like, I'll block. I guess they have Monstrous Rage. Lightning Strike, yeah. This is just... This is not... These are not... These are lines that my opponents have to go with, but they're not winning lines, right? And this should probably just do it, yeah. Okay! Fairly straightforward there. Let's board in all of our removal. Let's board out the Unholy Annexes. What else? Oh, the Bronco. And... I believe I want to board out the Maelstrom Pulse here. They could have Urabrask Forge. So maybe I want the Maelstrom Pulse. I have the Frillbacks. I'm also not sure how good the Forge is against me. Alright. I don't have any 1-mana removal spells. It's kind of a painful hand, but I don't think I can mulligan a hand that has removal spell, Archfiend. I'm still going to play the Llanowar Elves just because it has upside, right? If I draw a 3-drop here on turn 2, it's going to be great. Although they're likely just going to play a haste creature, yeah. Ooh, Blooming Marsh was really nice. Maybe I shouldn't have done that because of Screaming Nemesis, but I didn't want them to get value off of like a Rockface Village off the top. Okay, Ember Heart Challenger. They could steal this, obviously, and hit me for 1,000,000 damage. But I like the fact that next turn I can go. Yeah, I like the fact that next turn I could have gone Sentinel. Wait, why didn't they play that first? Oh, they must have drawn it. Okay, I see. I mean, that's not ideal, obviously. This is brutal because I can't really attack. Does this have trample? Oh, it's the wicked one. I have to attack. I have a go for the throat here, so hoping that that's enough. This is trample? No. Okay. So this blocks here. This blocks here. Okay. Alright, fair enough. I mean, there's not much I can do against, like, their best draws, so it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, Twisted Fealty is always the scary part. Like, they only have, like, 2 in their sideboard. The other option was just play the Sentinel. But the thing is, I can never tap out for the Archfiend unless I have Archfiend plus Go for the Throat. So it's just... Excuse me. It's just kind of a tough place to be. Maybe I need 2 Duresses. It's just weird. They just don't have enough spells. I kept the 1 Duress. Alright, well, we have the Duress here. I have a Duress into some removal. Hopefully this is good. And this hopefully clears the way so that my Scavenging Ooze can actually live. Please hit something. Okay, we hit something. Look, as long as I hit something, right? As long as I hit something. Tranquil Furrowback. Not enough green sources a lot of the time, I feel. Should I play 1 more Forest? I don't know. I don't want to take 2 damage. We're just keeping our life total high. Well, that didn't make much sense. Okay. Alright. Well, we have the Anoint with Affliction for the Screaming Nemesis, which I assume they're going to play. You know what? They're just playing, like, very unintuitively. Alright, I won't kill the Monastery Swift Spear. And I don't care about the Manifold Mouse. I really want to kill that Screaming Nemesis. Play Scavenging Ooze. And pass. Land War Waste, I mean, I'll take it, right? They're not going to be able to attack with anything else, so we just anoint the Screaming Nemesis, and we're good. The only attack is Screaming Nemesis. Huh. Alright, well, let's play the Sentinel. God, this is all just so painful. But I want to make a 3/3 Scavenging Ooze and not attack. We can start using the map token somewhat soon, but just making sure that my creatures don't die to Burst Lightning. If they attack, that's kind of interesting. Alright, Lightning Strike, sure. No attacks for them, though. So that's fantastic for us. This is funny. They have no cards in hand. They hit me with a good game. I'll hit them back with a good game. All right. Yeah, they're dead. Okay. Another mono red deck going down. Like I said, we will... This matchup, I think, is like a 60-40 favorite for the Golgari. The Golgari deck's never a huge favorite against anything, but we have good early interaction plus big creatures and some life gain. And that's just a real tough combination to beat. So unless they have their absolute best draws, 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, steal your guy, or use a removal spell, it's going to be kind of tough, especially when they're on the draw. All right, 3-0. If we win this one, we qualify for day 2 again, I believe. So hopefully that works for us. Let's keep this going. On the play this time, and I will absolutely keep 2 lands, Llanowar Elves, 2 removal spells, Unholy Annex, and Mosswood Dread Knight. Go, go, go. Probably another mono red deck. Well, you know what? Oko makes me think they're less likely to play red. Just saying. There you go. There you go. They have a Swamp available. Just going to cast the Unholy Annex here. Get this going. Like, when they lead with Swamp, they're not going to play anything aggressive, so I just feel like this is going to be pretty good. Just this being able to draw a bunch of cards. All right, looks like Dimir mid-range. So this is nice, because if they have Fairy Mastermind, I can still kill it in response. So why don't we go with Dread Whispers to draw this out? See what they do. Mosswood Dread Knight's also a fantastic card in this matchup. Yep. And then I will anoint this, because I want to save Go for the Throat for the Enduring Curiosity or possibly a Shieldred. We're taking a lot of damage, though, I will say. Hopefully we can get it back soon. But they're not hitting us, so this is still okay. Preacher of the Schism, sure. And I will go for the Throat here. Well, actually, hold on. Maybe I just want more mana. Do I care about any of these other creatures? Yeah, you know what? I take it back. I'm going to go with Maelstrom Pulse. Llanowar Elves. I just feel like having a mana advantage in this matchup is huge, especially because we're drawing extra cards every turn. Like, we're up so many cards on our opponent, and we're up a bunch of mana too, right? But this is the turn where they're going to be able to go Enduring Curiosity, possibly. Let's play Archfiend. See what they do. I'm going to play Blooming Marsh, and I'm going to pass. Yep, Enduring Curiosity. And before they untap, I'm just going to kill this now. Okay. And then I get to drain them as well. All right, so things are looking good here. We are sequencing things out reasonably well, I feel. We have the pressure. We have the more impactful permanent. This is really tough. And I think Golgari is, again, a small favorite in this matchup. Obviously, they can skew their deck a little bit, but Mosswood Dread Knight's just a problem. So is an Unholy Annex. And they don't have a bunch of sweepers, so Llanowar Elves are pretty effective as well. But a card like Aklazotz or something along those lines, or other good sideboard cards, can certainly swing things. Floodpitch Drowner, maybe? Oh, Azure Beastbinder. What? Okay. Fair enough. What does this say? Okay, sure. Why are they looking at their Beastbinder? Ah. Okay. Fair enough. Hold on. How much mana am I going to have? 3, 4... I don't want to attack with these. I'm going to kill the Beastbinder. And I'm just going to make another demon. I guess they can kill both of my demons if they have a Go for the Throat or something. But we have plenty more cards to play. With, again, 8 mana versus 5. So pretty big edge there. We'll see how this goes. They're at 12 life. And I probably, at this point, I think I do want to get pretty aggressive. Their plan, I think, is to try to just kill me with the Archfiend. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have access to 9 mana, so 3, 4, okay. Got it. I see. I mean, if I can't kill them... If I can't kill them, the Archfiend kills me, right? So... Okay. This is actually really dicey. I'm hoping that I have enough to kill them here. They're at 10 life. I mean, with double Archfiend in play, I think it's going to be pretty tough. I can go Archfiend... saddle this, attack with Restless Cottage, and then I have this to drain them as well. But it's actually a lot closer than I thought it'd be. You know what? I gotta give credit to my opponent. They had a game plan here, and it might pan out. We'll see. Oh, they attacked me. That's... Oh, Kaito? Okay. So that's like a removal spell. The only thing is they're just down so many resources, but... No, Kaito is good, because they get to lock down my Archfiend. But I still don't know if that is necessarily enough. We will see. And obviously, if I just draw a removal spell too, I can just use it on Archfiend.
Take a break, will ya?
Alright, here it is. This way, any chump blocks are good for me. Let's hit something big. Yes! We hit a Noli Annex off the Bronco. Woo! Oh man, that actually got really, really scary. Okay, I don't think Scavenging Ooze is very good. Oh my gosh. Okay. My heart. That was scary. Alright, so I like the cut downs. I think it's... The key in this matchup is to just keep their board very, very clear early on so that they can't snowball the game with the Enduring Curiosity. So I want to keep all of these cheaper removal spells. I don't like the Miasma so much just because I have the Elves. I like this only in matchups where there's a lot of pressure. I don't like Liliana on the draw either because they have a bunch of flyers and then that can finish her off. Gix's Command is an interesting card. If it's kind of a grindy matchup, I can use this to clear their board and also get some creatures back. Harvester of Misery is another removal spell, I guess. I'll keep the Maelstrom Pulse as just another way to kill a potential Kaito. I think Kaito is also a very problematic card in this matchup. I do like all of these creatures and the demons. I think in the past I have boarded out some number of Archfiends. It's kind of a weird just because they have a bunch of flyers, but they have enough ways to stall out the game where sometimes I can die. So I can maybe shave like 1 or 2 of these and try to find some other interactive cards here. Huh. I don't know that Harvester of Misery is good though. I could maybe go with like 2 Duresses, but I don't like this so much in mid-range matchups just because oftentimes you can just miss with them. All right, let's try a Gix's Command and 1 Duress. I don't know. Let me know what you think about Archfiend in this matchup. I think keeping a couple is okay, but they just have so many they just have so many good ways to answer it. I have no swamps. I gotta mulligan this. Okay, double mulligan, you know? That is the way things go sometimes. Oh, geez. I think I need these... Man, this is rough. Yeah. I think I need both of these removal spells. Do they have bats? I don't know if they have bats. Spyglass Siren, okay. The nice thing about that is I can run out this and not worry. Preacher of the Schism, okay. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna run out the... Look, I mulled a 5. I just gotta... Like, sometimes hope they just don't have something. And the... Like, obviously if they have removal spell, they get to attack me. But if not, next turn I can still double spell, right? I can still go for the throat and on Preacher of the Schism and play Mosswood Dread Knight. So taking a little bit of a chance here. And given that there's a delay here, there's a decent shot my opponent doesn't have an answer to Glissa, which would be awesome. They could have a Tishana's Tidebinder and they're tanking. Ooh, they're looking for something here. Okay. Fairy Mastermind, sure. Are they going to keep the Mastermind? Nope. Flood Pit's Drowner. Nice. Okay. So they get a 1-1 out of this deal? Oh no, they get to draw a card. Alright, fair enough. Well, like I said, we get to kill the Preacher now before anything gets countered. And they use that as a tempo play to try to find a land. But they couldn't find a land, which is big for us. And now I have Dread Knight in play with a Glissa. So now we're kind of in top deck mode. And good thing we kept both of 2 removal spells. Obviously, Unholy Annex is also really, really good. And it's a good card in this matchup, but I'm still not sure how I feel about Duress. I feel like it's almost better to just keep running out creatures and removal spells. And also with Flood Pit's Drowner that's in this deck, I'm wondering if I should... a lot of decks are playing a bunch of Flood Pit's Drowners with bad... There's like infinite targets. It's possible I should just play all the removal. What is this attack? Oh, this is getting Tidebindered, maybe. No? Wow. Okay.
The housewarming party has arrived. You're not going anywhere.
Huh. Fair enough. I mean, I think I'm just blocking again, right? I don't want him to get the card. Stun 2 is pretty nice, I will say. Probably Emblem? Yeah. Okay. Well, they have a lot of mana available. Certainly I need to go ahead and do this. I'm definitely not just running out Restless Cottage here. Okay, Fairy Mastermind's fair. Here, I do think I just want to add to the board. I'm just going to play another Dread Knight. Like, I want to get some creatures in play. Like, if they trade, then I can use them to draw cards, but I just need to play to the board here, I feel. Alright, Flood Pit's Drowner. Yeah, you know what? The more I'm looking this matchup play out, I think I just want the Harvester of Misery in here as well. Just as many ways to kill these little dinky creatures as possible. So they're probably going to lock down Glissa again. Whew, that is annoying. So many stun counters. By the way, just more reasons why the Archfiend isn't great. It just gets tapped down. Just so many different ways to slow me down and prevent me from killing them. I'm just wondering if these Unholy Annexes are good enough by themselves. On the play, probably. This is a lot of damage. Yep. I mean, this is the problem. When one creature survives, it becomes a huge, huge problem. I don't think I have much of a choice here. I have to go Archfiend. And Unholy Annex. What are the chances they have absolutely no way to deal with Archfiend of the Dross? What are the chances? Alright, they got me. Alright. It's okay. I mean, close matchup. Close matchup, we mulligan to 5. It is what it is. I'm not sure. I just gotta figure out what I want my few cards to be. Like, these are the cards that I know that I like. And then I just gotta figure out which 4 cards I want. I think I like it like this. Okay, we'll do that. Alright, game 3. Let's get a good hand. Llanowar Elves, good mana, interaction, everything. Let's see what we have. This is just too slow, too much nothing early on. I will keep this. It was between the Maelstrom Pulse and the Tear Asunder, and I don't know which one I preferred there. Tear Asunder is nice as an instant speed way to kill the Enduring Curiosity, though, and allows me to play an instant speed game in this matchup, so I went with that instead. Not an insane hand, but we know how powerful Mosswood Dreadnought can potentially be here, as long as we have enough ways to kind of keep the board clear. Oh, Blooming Marsh. Probably should play that next turn. Well, you know what? Maybe it's just Restless Cottage. If my play is going to be Mosswood Dreadnought, that is. Ugh. See, the problem with double Spyglass Siren, and now I wish I had the Maelstrom Pulse. The problem with the double Spyglass Siren is that I can't kill the Kaito. Or I can't kill this to prevent Kaito from happening. So if they Kaito me, I'm just going to then use Tear Asunder to kill the Kaito. Kaito is always just so scary. I could have played Unholy Annex, but that seems kind of suicidal with two Spyglass Sirens start from the opponent. I think I'd rather just add to the board here. Wow, they didn't activate the maps either. What can they have? Oh, they're just gonna sack. Sure. I mean, obviously, I'm very scared of Enduring Curiosity here, right? Now I'll play Unholy Annex and keep up Tear Asunder. And then if they play the Curiosity, we can kill it. The thing is, they would have played a Fairy Mastermind. I feel. Okay. They just made a fish. I would have probably... Well, I mean, I guess they can play Curiosity here. Okay. Are they missing land drops? Like, if they miss a land drop for sure, they should have sacked the treasure. But this is definitely precarious. Definitely dicey. Okay. Why did they main phase cut down? There has to be a reason. There has to be a reason. Yep. I mean, that was going to get me anyways from the Unholy Annex, so it is what it is. I can play Glissa, or I can play Mosswood Dreadnought, and I'm gonna play Mosswood Dread Knight. The reason being is I can still keep up Terra Sunder for Curiosity. But this is getting super dicey now. I'm taking a bunch of damage here off the Annex. The Mastermind doesn't trigger twice. Oh, that was really good. Alright, we'll take one. We're at 7? Oh, man. And you know they have an answer to this Ritual Chamber. Okay. We gotta kill... We have to kill the Shieldred. Okay. Sadly, I think we're probably a dog right now, based on what I'm seeing here. I do not think we are a favorite in this game. I'm actually going to pass here. I can't attack either. They have a Restless Reef. Yeah. Good game. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, you know what? Our opponent played that well, sequenced it pretty well, and I didn't even lose to spells though. Like, I'm not really sure what I was supposed to do. Like, Unholy Annex seems good, but maybe not. Maybe I should play even more of a controlling role, but then I feel like they just naturally have more ways to get ahead on cards, so it's kind of tricky. Alright. Maybe choking miasma is good. Nah, I don't think I like choking. Anyways, moving... Oh, man, our hands have just been... We've mulliganed so many times. I can't keep this hand. I can't keep this hand. I mean, do I keep this hand? 5 lands and a Mosswood Dread Knight? Alright, whatever. Like, the thing is, I have a Fountain Port. All of my lands are somewhat utility. And the Mosswood Dread Knight means that I at least have a play over the next 3 turns. This is by no means a good hand. But I hate going to 5. I'm on the play, so I don't get run. There's less of a chance of getting run over. Now, this is a big win. Again, we were 3-0, now we're 3-1. If we pick up this win, we don't have to play day 1 of the next Arena Open, or Arena Weekend. So really need to win this match. All right. Okay, we are playing against the Oculus deck. Drawing a land immediately feels awful. Let me tell you. Founding the third path. Okay. I mean, we're not going to beat this deck with this hand. I'll tell you that much. They hit Picklock, Prankster. Yeah, this is... We just have no interaction. And we drew Llanowar Elf and more lands. It's not ideal. Not ideal. I mean, if they're going to turn 3 me, which can happen, and I don't have the removal spell, full stop, we just lose. So... If they can just get this Oculus in play, this turn, very, very tough for us. Yep. Well, our opponent's making it quick and painless. I need to draw a removal spell here. Play Glissa. We're not winning this game, by the way. Yep. I cut the Ghost Vacuum out of my sideboard. I'm so sad. Alright, we're dead. They're getting a Haughty Djinn in play this. I mean, this was the absolute ideal start for them. Let's get rid of the cutdowns. Let's load up a list here of a typical Azorius Tempo deck and just kind of get a sense for how they're going to board. Cutdown is nice against specifically Monastery Mentor, but as long as we keep the Annoyance and the Go for the Throats, we should be fine. I don't mind Liliana of the Veil, just to continue taxing their resources. I mean, maybe I definitely want all of my Duresses. Maybe the Terra Sunders, the Frillbacks. Vivian could be okay. It's kind of slow. Is Nissa any good? Unlikely. All right, what else is bad? Everything else looks pretty decent, so I actually do need to cut a lot of cards here. Like I said, I like the Scavenging Ooze, I like the Bronco just to be able to pressure them. I like the spot removal spells. So maybe Terrace Under is just too inefficient as a removal spell. And Vivian's probably too slow. So let's just cut those. The thing is, I do want to put pressure, and Archfiend does allow me to do that. And just, I feel like the Demon, you know, I can't get too crazy cutting the Demon combo. Pulse looks fairly bad. Actually, no, it kills all the tokens if that kind of gets out of hand. I don't really know what else to cut. Maybe the Sentinels? They seem kind of mopey. Glissa gets me a little more value. They don't have that much hard removal. I like the Frillback to... Is Frillback actually even good? I just feel like they turbo fill up their graveyard anyways. So maybe the Frillback's also bad. Alright, let's try something like this. I think I recall the CFB guys saying that they didn't really like Frillback very much in this matchup, so... We'll see. Yeah, this hand is... Can I just get a 1-drop? I have 4 Duresses, 4 land, or a 2-drop! Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe the thing is, Archfiend also just trades with Haughty Jin too and blocks it, so I think this is good. Let me know what you think about the Frillbacks and what you would play over the... What would you cut for the Frillbacks if you like the Frillbacks in this matchup? I feel like there's just too many ways for them to just combo me. Like, they can play around the Frillback pretty well. I don't need to turn 1 Duress. Probably don't need to turn... I need to get the card flow going here. The thing is that just the way that the mana works. Yeah, this is obviously... I could have taken that for sure. But we can Duress this turn, which is good. And they have... I'll take the Chart a Course. And then... This is kind of interesting, I guess. I guess the Frillback kills this too. Maybe I do want the Frillback. I don't know. Do I want to just... Alright, I'll just play this. I wasn't sure if I wanted to just draw more cards, but... There's the Oculus, but the nice thing is they didn't hit a reanimation spell. They have this Founding the Third Path, though. So, next turn, I might need to keep up this Go for the Throat to prevent the combo. Alright, Haughty Jin in the graveyard. Next turn, what are they going to do? Probably cast, like, Chart a Course? I assume they're just going to cast Unsummon here. Although Unsummon on the Dread Knight's not that good. They could also just choose to mill themselves for 4. But they can do that next turn and stack it the way that they... Wait, no? I don't know, actually. Alright, well, we'll see what they have. Okay, they just chose not to do anything. And yeah, we're just passing. I just feel like... This is the turn where I should keep up the Go for the Throat. And then we can just slowly start putting threats into play. What other expensive cards did I have? Is Liliana too slow? That could also... Like, on the draw, I could see a world where Liliana might be too slow. Kiora, okay. Exercise, sure. What does Exercise exactly do? Okay, sure. Jeez. So many paths. Chart a Course, okay. They are truly going off here. They just have so much filtering and draw where I feel like it's kind of bad if I don't keep up my go for the throat right now. Now, they have to physically cast this, right? So it's not for free. But I mean, look at how many cards they've looked at. It's crazy. No reanimation spell still in sight. Next turn we can run out the Archfiend. All right, recommission, sure. All right, let's go with go for the throat. I gotta use all my mana where I can. Okay, moment of truth, that's fine. Now they can get it back, which is not great. They can recommission the Oculus. So we'll play the Archfiend and then just keep up the go for the throat. We'll see how this goes. Down a game against this matchup. It's a really, really annoying and tough matchup. We have all the answers, but we need to make sure that we draw them, right? Whereas they're just doing one single-minded thing. And they've looked at a ton of cards. Exercise? Oh, wow. They actually didn't go for the reanimation. Surprising. Okay. Maybe they have a reanimation spell here. Okay. Okay. I am shocked that that worked. What do they have? I don't care as much about Haughty Jin. I do care about the Oculus. And now that there is no more Oculus in the graveyard, they probably have some kind of removal spell, right? Now I'm just going to play out the Mosswood Dread Knight. Although, you know what? They can play the Oculus. No, I'll just play the Dread Knight, sure. Alright, here we go. Because we still have mana to Restless Cottage. We still have mana to Restless Cottage and cast Go for the Throat. So we'll see how this goes. They're going to be able to get a 2-2 though. We got rid of the Oculus, so they can only get Haughty Jin back if they found a reanimation spell. I mean, I guess Liliana would not be terrible. Alright, they have 2 cards. They're both cheaper to cast. Is it another reanimation spell? If it's Helping Hand, it's not too bad. Oh. I see. Wow. They had both, which is a disaster. They actually had both. And I don't know which one is worse. Attacking with this doesn't seem great because they can block here. No. That's lethal, right? Yeah. So they have to block this here? Okay. Alright. Yeah. They're at 1 life. They're at 1 life here, friends. Oh my gosh! Are they trying to kill me here? They didn't get back the Oculus. Wow. Oh, this is brutal. Monastery Mentor, okay. They can't attack me. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, hold on. So if I attack with both, Dread Knight gets blocked by the Jin and this gets blocked by the Mentor. Okay, I need to find a removal spell. Alright, let's do Dread Knight. Okay, no removal spell. Let's do Dread Knight again. Because if I just find a removal spell, I straight up win. Otherwise, I can go Bronco Llanowar Elf. Okay, we missed. We missed, unfortunately. I'm at 16 life. So we just have to hope they can't get 4 cards in their graveyard. Alright. Here we go. Next turn. Let's see what they do. We can block both the ground creatures. They get an 8/8. So, whether or not we win or lose could come down to whether or not we hit something off of this Bronco. It's a legendary creature, right? I can just take this. Because that gives me 4 attackers. Potentially. I don't know. Oh, this is brutal. Actually, let's just block. Can we win off of a Caustic Bronco activation? We'll see. Oh, they have another spell. Okay, no, it's an Oculus. Okay, you know what? It comes down to a Caustic Bronco activation. It really does. I don't know that there's anything else that I could find. I can draw a card here to see. We'll find out. Oh, that was a land. If we settled right away. If we settled right away. Alright, here we go. That was 1 land. Activation, come on! Yes! 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 Oh my gosh. What a terrifying matchup. Alright. Like, I don't know if I like any of these cards here. I don't even know if the demon package is great. I think I like keeping my curve extremely low. Like, is this crazy? I don't think it's crazy. All the removal spells, cheap things. Sentinel still gets me marginal value. It still attacks. And again, it's something that's cheap. We have a bunch of removal. Maybe we just need all the removal. Especially Terra Sunder, the fact that you can play it at instant speed is pretty nice. Vivian Reed is a source of card advantage that they can't bounce. And it kills flyers. I don't think this is good, though. Because they can even bounce my token. But having one arena effect in my deck also doesn't seem terrible. I do think the 6/6 flyer is not very good. We're just cutting the demon package here. And keeping our curve super low. And playing all of our cheap creatures. Because the thing with this matchup is I want to play something cheap, but still leave up removal, right? That seems like what I want to be doing here. So I feel like I'd rather have Sentinel than the Demon. And if they somehow get a big thing into play, I can just kill it. That's at least the plan. Alright, double duress. Very good. Wow, they binned the Founding. Alright, let's duress them. Oh, okay. It's because they had a million Foundings. I'm going to take Chart a Course. Because then now their Founding looks terrible. Right? Unless they top deck something. They might just mill 4, given that they're not going to play any spells, right? We'll see. Probably just going with the Bronco next turn. If I draw Llanowar Elf, that'd be really good. Then I can go like Llanowar Elf the rest, maybe. Cheap removal spell also wouldn't be bad, because I can see the Monastery Mentor being a problem. Alright, so they have 2 Chart of Courses in the graveyard. Okay. Which they're probably going to cast. So let's get the Bronco going. I mean, this is kind of a somewhat shields down moment for the opponent. I would really like to find a land here, though. They probably found a land. Oh, they didn't find a land. Okay. I'm just going to attack here. There's a land. Perfect. Okay. How do I want to do this now? I think it's just Sentinel? Like, what am I duressing away? What do they have in the yard? I guess they could have a reanimation spell, right? They could have a reanimation spell. So, yeah, maybe it is duress, actually. Wow. They did have a reanimation spell. Let's get the helping hand. And I want to continue hitting my land drops and finding answers, so let's just draw a card here. Okay. Alright, they're going to do this and cast Chart a Course, because they need to hit their land drops. I could use... oh, Moment of Truth. Okay, that's also good. I could use Terra Sunder to kill Founding the Third Path. They still didn't find a land here. That's huge. Like, when they mill for 4, it's not that big of a deal. I kind of want to play Land War Elves this turn, so I'm again just going to attack for 2 and see what we find. Oh, that's also really good. That's a lot of duresses. That is a lot of duresses. It's another helping hand. I guess we'll take that. Yeah, I'm playing Land War Elves. Because now I can play Tranquil Throwback, actually, and take their whole graveyard. Alright, they hit an Oculus. As long as they don't top deck a reanimation spell, we're looking really good. Okay, this is great. Because now founding the third mode on Founding the Third Path does nothing because we found the Tranquil Throwback. They got a land here, which is fine. But now we can go Tranquil Throwback. And I don't care about this last mode. I'm just exiling their graveyard. Boom! And then we can still saddle this up. And there's a shot we can hit a land here with this too, which would be great. Okay, we just hit another Anoint. Hey, that's infinite removal though. We have double Anoint, double Terra Sunder. They have no graveyard. So this is a lot that they have to fight through. So, we were a little bit stuck on resources, so were they. But I feel like I'm really, really happy with how I was able to sequence my plays this game. I really am. Yeah, it's too much to fight. Especially with the fact that we have Anoint. All right! That was nice! That was nice. Do you know why that was nice? There's a lot of reasons. But the nicest thing about why that was nice, I feel like I'm doing a Dr. Seuss thing, is we made it to day 2 of next month's Arena Qualifier. That means we don't have to play day 1. The downside is I don't get to make extra content. You know, as a content creator, I like doing these. But I think I can I still play day 1 just to try to win gems? I could. But you know what? 2 more wins, and we qualify for the Arena Championship. Let us continue. Let us continue. Alrighty. On the play. Hey, an actual good draw. And by that, I mean I have 1-drops. I drew my singular duress. You play 1 to draw it, right? That's how that works. So probably want to go turn 1 Land War Elf still. It just gives us the highest upside because that allows us to play a potential... one of our powerful 3-mana cards that we can draw off the top. Glissa, Sentinel, etc. There's a good shot they have a removal spell for it just because everybody plays 1-mana removal. But if they do, they do. Brushland. Land War Elves. Okay. Well, let's duress them. What are you working with, friend? I missed. I hate life. I missed. What the heck? My 1 of duress betraying me. I'm glad I'm not playing 2 duress. This might be a tough matchup, honestly. Overlord of the Mistmoors is kind of a problem. I mean, I'm just playing out my hand, right? What? That's unreasonable. They top deck Land War Elves? Alright, well. I feel like if I play this Archfiend, I'm just going to die. But I need to pressure them or I'm going to lose to the Overlords. Okay, I'm just going to play the Archfiend here and noting, like, I am well aware that there's a shot that, like, I'm going to die to my own Archfiend. But I feel like this gives us the best chance of winning this game. What a top deck. That was absurd. Alright. Yep, and no reason to anoint with Affliction here, just because they can still just make more 1/1s. I mean, you know they have a game plan here. They have their game plan, I have mine. It's pretty straightforward. I don't know what this deck is, but they're doing well with it. Green, white. Is it a... It must be some kind of ramp deck. Okay, I don't care about taking damage. I mean, they're just gonna do the Overlord thing again, right? Oh! Man! That's even worse for me. Wow. Okay, well, you know what? I bet a ramp strategy is going to be very, very hard for our deck to beat. But we will try our best. You know what I mean? Trying is all we got. But I think we're going to lose. I don't know about this Llanowar Elves Sunfall combination. That doesn't seem like the coolest thing in the world. We're gonna go for the throat that Overlord. Okay, so all the Overlords. I gotta look up what this deck actually is. It's like some green-white Overlord mid-range deck. I'm not sure how much I even like the rest in this matchup. Liliana's probably good. It's not... Specifically, it's not good against Overlord, but... So what do I do? Alright, I mean, my Archfiend is lethal next turn. They have no flyers. They have 2 unknown cards in hand. Maybe this will get it done for us, we'll see. Fungus, okay. They can't sack the Fungus, they're at 2. They need to kill the Archfiend. Somehow. What do I want to do? I kind of want to draw a card here. I'm tapped out, what do you have? I guess if they have an instant speed removal spell, I'm just in trouble here, right? They drew Get Lost, come on! That's just so obscene! Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is nuts. Drawing the Get Lost there is just so disgusting. Okay. Fair enough. Draw a card. The Fungus doesn't seem very good. I guess it's a main deck answer to the Unholy Annex. I mean, that was like our only shot. Yeah, I mean, okay. To be fair, I will say this. To be fair, my opponent's name is They Call Me Top Deck. Right? They call me top deck. Should I have expected anything else? I don't think so. They literally call him top deck. Alright, well. I don't think there's anything. I guess, yeah, I was gonna say that could do it. Potentially. I'm at 7 though. Yikes, that's so close. Yeah, the problem is I'm at 7. Wait, no. No, that's totally fine. That is totally fine. So I play this. Cuz I can block the Overlord and take those. Okay. Okay. We have a shot. We just need to not hit 3 lands in a row off of this thing. Sure, let's make it huge. Alright. 9/9 flyer! 9/9 flyer, come on! Come on, 9/9 flyer! Because they have to block my Archfiend, and then they take 2 from the drain. Oh my gosh. I think that might have been my only out. If they don't have a removal spell here. They can't sack the Insidious Fungus to draw a card. They can sack their 5/5. No, they can't sack their 5/5 either. Oh my gosh, can Archfiend get there here? Can Archfiend get there here? Don't sandbag me, come on. I think maybe their best bet is to just attack and hope nothing happens. Oh my gosh. Big moment. No! Come on! Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? How did they do it? Okay, here we go. Unreal. How did they do it? They can't keep getting away with it. Oh my gosh. This is silly. They go to 1, I guess? Oh, they can... Wait, what happens when they copy their thing? Oh, that's really smart, actually. They copy it everywhere? Okay. So they can make treasures? Wow, that was really heads up. Alright, let's make a fish. Okay. I gotta attack. Sure. And they're 2 life. Okay, it depends on what they draw now. Depends on what they draw now. They're at 2 life. I have a Glissa, which has to be blocked. I'm going to have 2 fish tokens. And I'm going to have a Restless Cottage. Right? So, that's a lot. If they attack me, I just block. This doesn't trample, right? They draw a card off of this. Let's block. And I believe I can sack this to draw a card. And I can still make a token. Very close one. Alright, they're digging as well. I don't know why they did that in response. All this sequencing is all kind of odd to me. Unless they have some way to give trample. Okay. Remember, I have a creature land here too. I have a creature land as well. So they need... Oh my gosh! I can't believe we won that game. Let's go! Yes! Alright. Okay. Okay. Certainly want those. Oh my goodness. Anoint also seems pretty bad. Based on what we saw. Like, they have Llanowar Elves, but that's it. Definitely want the Planeswalkers. Scavenging Ooze seems pretty bad. Duresses are probably good. Liliana's probably good. Frillback could be okay. I don't like Command very much. A lot of the removal's Exile. So I do think I want the Go for the Throats, the Pulse, the Terra Sunders. I think the Frillbacks also have enough utility here where it's pretty decent in this matchup. I like the creatures here. Now, the interesting thing here is whether or not I want to keep Llanowar Elves. Because I'm playing against the Sunfall deck, I think I'm going to remove them and play it like this. It's a lot clunkier, though, I will say. But I'm on the draw. So I will have another draw at lands. Yeah, this looks like a great mid-range hand. Happy enough with this. Oh, that's a Sunfall. Alright, let's Duress them and hope we don't miss. Okay, we hit! Avatar into Fungus, I guess? Wait, they don't have anything? Why didn't they play the Fungus? Okay. So what do they have? Okay. Oh, they want to play it and be able to sack, I guess. Let's play Glissa. So they're looking for lands here. If they do, they get the Overlord in play, which is obviously very good. They can start chumping. Glissa certainly very... Oh, well, they hit the Portico too. Glissa obviously pretty good against Overlord. Why'd they put this Overlord on the bottom? I can tear asunder the Overlord too. But for the time being, we're just happy enough just, you know, happy enough just eating the tokens. And I mean, they're obviously happy enough just chumping the tokens, so it goes both ways. Just grinding through here, grinding through. Okay, and let's play Mosswood Dread Knight. I wonder if they're going to impending this one as well, or just wait till they can cast it for 7. Oh wow, if they draw a land here, it's so good. Wow. That's, you know, Duress just, it can only do so much. It can only do so much. But you impend, you draw a card, you have a bunch of chump blockers. Seems pretty nice. Excuse me. Yeah. It's a lot. It is, in fact, a lot. Oh my gosh! Was that a good draw? If you agree, subscribe. All right. I'm gonna kill the beanstalk here, I think. I just have answers to the overlords, and I don't want them to get ahead with the beanstalk. And this can start killing the overlords too. Although they do have Fountain Port. Do I go for the throat a fish? No, because I can just go for the throat Overlord, right? I'm actually debating whether or not I should just Restless Cottage them. Could actually be the correct thing to do. I actually think it is. Let's beat down. I don't actually know what to... I don't know. I assume there's just no recursion here. Okay. Well, that was certainly good. I could have Maelstrom pulsed the Overlord of the Mistmores too. Should I have done that? I don't know. I mean, killing 3 tokens seems really strong too. And like I said, I have these go for the throats here that I can use on the Overlords. Or I have a bunch of cheap removal spells that I can use on the Overlord, so it's not too bad. This tramples. I wonder, I actually think I'm gonna do this now. We'll keep that. Having the Trampler seems pretty good. They do have a creature land here. I gotta be mindful of that. Interesting. That seems crazy. Does making a fish do anything? I should probably just sacrifice the food. I actually probably should have just made the Dread Knight even bigger. Ah, okay. That is kind of annoying. I want to play Glissa, and I'm going to play some Terra Sunders. So why don't we just attack first and see what they do? Okay. They get to... That's guaranteed damage for us. Let's kill that. We get to trample over, which is very nice. Okay, and then we get to play Glissa. Play the tap land. I don't think I need to keep up Terra Sunder here, so... They're gonna crack this fish to try to draw a card. And they need to find Sunfall, I think. Next turn we can activate Restless Cottage and attack. If they Sunfall, I can still Restless Cottage and kill them, I think. Depending on what they play. They can't Fountain Port for a token. Oh, they can get something. Okay. I'm assuming it's Overlord. Unless... There could be a better creature. I don't know. There could be a Beza or something. Okay. So that's Overlord. That's fine. I think they're dead now. Whew! I think we have this. Attack. Okay, so given that they have Analyze, I should exile something expensive, right? Oh no, they have a Get Lost? Oh my gosh. They're still alive! They're still alive! Man, I feel like there was something I could have done earlier to get in for more damage. Like, I should have maybe activated the map one more time, and that would have made the difference. Oh well. Alright, well let's just draw a card here. They're still in top deck mode. They're still in top deck mode. What can they find? Okay. They have... Alright! Let's go! One more! Win and in for the Arena Championship. How did we get here? I do not know. But I am here for it. I am here for it. We are at 5-1. We got some gems. Difference between 4 and 5 is like nothing. But here we go. 5-1. Win it in. Alright, folks. Winning in for the Arena Championship here. We are 5-1. We are on the draw. Let's get a nice interactive hand. We have a Duress. I'll keep this. I hope they play something slow. Nope. I'm gonna save the Duress, and I'm gonna play the Restless Cottage here. This means that I take a lot less damage off of whatever creatures that they can play. Rockface Village. Probably an Emberheart Challenger. Maybe they have a Manifold Mouse. We'll see. Being on the draw sucks, but this is a decent matchup. You could tell that there's a lot of pressure here. My opponent taking forever to figure out what 2-mana play to play here. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go for the throat this. Are they on mono red or red green? I just have to decide between Sentinel and Glissa. Monstrous Rage does what to this? +4, +2. Alright, let's play Sentinel. If they attack me with the Swift Spear, then I probably just take it. Yeah. Because that just means that they have Monstrous Rage, most likely. Okay. So now we will Duress them. Get that Monstrous Rage out of their hand. Okay. They have the Shock, which doesn't do that much here. We get to attack. And then we get to play Glissa. I don't know that Shock... I mean, I don't know which one was better to take. But Monstrous Rage is certainly far more terrifying. This is not a bad spot to be. Shock doesn't kill the Glissa. So the only way that they can kill the Glissa is by pumping Manifold Mouse or attack... You know, obviously they can give these Double Strike. But then I also have the Sentinel to block with, so they have to use Rockface Village. Oh, they're playing a creature here. Oh... That's nice. Okay. That is very nice. That's a really good draw from them. Our hand is looking pretty solid here. Definitely need to kill the Emberheart Challenger. It gives them a bunch of value. Burst Light. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't know why they didn't kill the Glissa. Oh wait, it's a 4/4. Wait, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. They get to kill my. They get to kill the whole board. Sure. That's fine. This is fine. Like they had that as an option, but I don't take 1,000,000 damage, and they have a decent board here. Definitely a decent board. That was a really good draw. I actually don't think I need the cut down here. I'm just gonna pump the Archfiend and try to like see what I can find off of this. Yeah, I don't want the Llanowar Elves. I just wanted to sculpt my draws here. We're at just a high enough life total where they can't even attack me. Like, that doesn't do anything. Oh, they can do it 3 times? Wow, okay. Sure. I'll take it. I need this Archfiend in play. Alright, I take 8. I mean, this closes the game out super quickly, so... 7, 8... Okay, so we play the Swamp here. Let's activate this. Okay. Let's attack. Then we'll pass. We have the ability to activate Restless Cottage and play Cut Down. Yep. Yep. They have to do it at sorcery speed, so this is just all kinds of awesome for us. I mean, can they even attack me? I have a Restless Cottage up. Okay. They're just dead on board, aren't they? We can cut this down. Double strike, double strike. Hey, I just, you know, I'm being super careful here just because there's so much more on the line, okay? So please bear with me. Whatever. Okay, they're dead. All right. Whew. Mono red, always so scary. Always so scary. Archfiend off the top. We've had some really... Look, the key to winning these is not only do you have to play reasonably well, you have to get lucky too. And I will be the first one to admit that I've been drawing really, really well. And having some very opportune top decks to get me to where I am now. Because, you know, like it's not like I tested a bunch of standard, right? I'm just trying the best that I can and hoping to get there, right? So always the question, Duress versus Maelstrom Pulse. Just don't keep the Duress in, I guess. Maelstrom Pulse is not bad as another way to kill like Manifold Mouse, which is pretty annoying. Also deals with Urabrask's Forge. Duress is nice because it deals with Twisted Fealty. My plan against Twisted Fealty is to kill everything else and stay at a high enough life total where it doesn't kill me. Or hope they don't draw it. Those are my two hopes. This is not the perfect hand, but I have removal. I gotta keep it. Them not having a 1-drop certainly helps a lot. It buys me time. Buys me a lot of time. Wow, the delayed Heartfire hero, huh? Oh shoot! What am I doing? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. You know what? This is so bad. I took an extra point of damage I wasn't supposed to. Oh my gosh, that was really bad. Really, really bad. I'm gonna keep up Go for the Throat here. They just have to play a creature next turn. Could be Manifold Mouse, which is really annoying. Yeah. Just got to use my mana here where I can. I'm going to avoid playing Archfiend of the Dross here if I can. This kind of forces them to use the Rockfire Village, or use a removal spell, I guess. I should be at 18. This Gix's command hopefully will be good enough. I do need to find another land here. Okay. Do they have like a shock or something? Alright, well, I'm gonna block, and if they have a Monstrous Rage, they have a Monstrous Rage, right? Like. Okay, they trade. That's fine. Tranquil Frillback. I don't know that I need that yet. I'm just going to keep... I just need to find lands here, so I'm going to keep doing this. This is really bad. This is really, really bad. Like, I need a land. Alright. God, this is horrible. I missed off of, like, 3 draw steps. Yep. Alright, we're just gonna take this. Alright, I feel like they have Twisted Fealty here. Hired Claw. They can pump this. Okay, land! Untap land! Untap land! Come out! Yes! Alright, sweep the board and give my thing lifelink. Alright. We're at 17. Even if they steal this, it's not too bad. We're at 17. We have a 5-4. And now we get to try to stabilize here. Okay, oh, and they have... No, they don't have the fealty. Okay. That's great. Alright. Can we turn this... Can we turn this around? Can we make sure we don't get just absolutely smashed? This is the best way to play around Twisted Fealties. And then next turn we can frill back and gain some life. And possibly play Llanowar Elves. Yep, they had the Twisted Fealty. What did I say? Yep. Yep. Okay, that creature doesn't trample. But I did say that that is one of the keys, right? To play around the Twisted Fealty. These Monster Dread Knights can die, I don't care. I'm at 7 life. Alright, I'm gonna play this and gain life. Do I want to pay another one, or do I want to play Llanowar Elves? I think I want to remove this. Yeah. Because that way a spell doesn't matter. And this can still block. Right? Because otherwise this would be too big. Oh my gosh! It's so close! It is so close. How can we not throw this away? They have 1 card. Monstrous Rage would not be great. I think they would have attacked me with Monstrous Rage. So let's go for it. Let's go for it here. They would have attacked me with Monstrous Rage. Alright, they're at 3. This is lethal. Okay. That doesn't matter. Let's go! Are we there yet? No, not yet, not yet, not yet. They're at 1. Alright, we played Llanowar Elves. Come on! Ooh! Yes! 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 We are the victors! We're qualified for the Arena Championship! How did this happen? I didn't test at all. Oh my gosh. That is unreal. Unbelievable. We did it. We actually did it. We're queued. Standard? Should I make just standard content moving forward? Look at this. 6-1 run. Some hard-fought matches. Some really close ones. Every time you play against mono red, your heart just beats. Did I play perfect? No. But I played as well as I think I could have. Missed a couple of points of damage here and there. Certainly could have cost me, especially against the mono red opponents. But it was still good enough to claim some 5,000 gems and also lock up a spot. Lock up a spot in Arena Championship 9, I believe. Oh, that's a great feeling. Oh, that's a great feeling. Shout out to Llanowar Elves. Shout out to that second Scavenging Ooze that we added to the deck. Playing out really, really well. We mulliganed aggressively a lot early, which I think was correct. And the one time where I kept a questionable hand, I actually lost. So it is what it is. But you know what? 6 wins, qualified, always feels great to play a tournament with stakes on the line. And the stakes belong to us. All of the stakes. Let's claim this. Boom! Congratulations! Wizards of the Coast, please send me that email. I will appreciate it very, very much. That's a great feeling. This is the first Arena Championship. This is honestly the first event that I've been qualified for in a very, very long time. 8 years, 7 or 8 years, something along those lines. And all with good old-fashioned Golgari mid-range. Reed Duke would be proud. Look at this. I'm just basking. I'm just basking right now. Look at this logo. Look at this. Look at this. We got some boxes coming in. I won 4 boxes. I got this Arena Championship. One of the boxes that I won was off stream. We got the Arena Championship. Oh, man. We did it. We did it. Arena Championship. I don't even know when this tournament is. I got to look it up. But it feels great to be qualified. And I'm so happy that you are able to join me on this journey to the Arena Championship. Maybe now, I didn't think about it before. Maybe now this is the journey to the World Championship. Who knows? But hey, now I have an opportunity to win some cash money and punch a ticket to the World Championship. And then I have to make a tough choice. If I'm queued for the World Championship, do I play or do I cast? We'll see. One step at a time. But this was step number 1 on the journey to the World Championship. But now we're queued for the Arena Championship. Gonna have to do some constructed testing when that time comes. And you know what? I couldn't be happier. This is awesome. This is so, so awesome. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. Patreon.com/paulcheon. Shout out to all the patrons. Wonderful community. Really helping each other get better at Limited. Posting draft logs, what's the pick, all kinds of great stuff there. Check it out. We even have a channel for Constructed. It's not... There are people in there, but it's not as popular because, of course, we mostly do limited content on there. But who knows? After this, maybe we change things up. Additionally, check out tcgplayer.com for all your TCG singles and seal product needs. Make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, man. These are one of those where I'm like super excited to just start editing just because it's a great result. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.